Breezy.
How you going, guys? Curtis from Cutting Edge Engineering. Today's job is a D11 ripper tine or ripper shank. These are generally mounted off the back of a dozer for ripping up really hard ground to make it easier to dig through with, say, a scraper or an excavator or something like that. Customers brought it in and it's broken off the tip. So this is pretty common in some of the really hard ground here in Australia. This one was actually ripping what we call quartz, so very, very hard rock. It's very similar to the blue metals and stuff like that. You generally need to blast this sort of rock, but in the situation where this machine is, it's too close to housing and other infrastructure, so blasting's out of the question. So common cause for these sort of failures is you've got 120 odd tonne worth of machine with 850 horsepower pulling on these. So it is pretty common when you've got that sort of horsepower to break stuff. So rather than trying to repair the tip, just trying to take the old one out and put it on there, or even a new one, that's generally going to fail in no time flat at all. The customers requested we do a minor tip on it, so we're actually going to cut it about here through the ripper tine. So after we cut that, we'll get it prepped. We'll then fit the new end to it, get it all in alignment, and then we'll start the welding. But before we do any of that, we need to get rid of the shin guard. So I'm just going to knock out these two pins, get the shin guard out of the road, and we'll get this thing marked out. That's loading up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Tight, eh? She's in there. In the good. Take some flogging. If it goes like that.
Sit. High five. Sit. Shake. Spin around. Oh, good boy. Good boy.
Righto guys, so we've completed all the weld prep on our ripper shank and our miner tip. We've got them tacked together in position now. A little bit on the setup of setting up a job like this. I find it easy to stand the ripper tine upright and do it. When it's upright, you can see everything, you can see every line, you can sit back, you can eyeball it, get everything straight. It is very difficult to get these to align a new tip to an existing shank, being that there is a lot of wear that does happen to these when they're being used. So not real sure how old this shank is, but it does have quite a lot of wear on it. So it's sort of, you've got to just educated guess, get as close alignment as possible. So first thing I do, I stand the ripper shank up, I take it to the trestle so it can't fall over on me. I do weld a lifting lug to the end of the miner tip so I can hold that in position with a forklift or a crane. Pretty much go through and just do my best to align the sides of the new miner tip to the ripper shank, top and bottom. I then put a turnbuckle on one side of it so I can move it around to get it in perfect alignment. So the piece of material we're using for our miner tip, it's a piece of 100mm BIS 80 grade plate. So BIS 80 is a quench tempered high tensile plate, very suitable for parts that do come under a lot of stress. They do tend to take a fair bit of punishment compared to your wear plates and stuff like that, your 450 and 700 grades. We get these flame cut from our local supplier. A lot of people do question, are they water jet, laser? No, these are 100% flame cut using Oxy and LPG. Beautiful finish, straight, clean. Once we start the welding process on this, we'll actually lay the ripper shank down, weld one side, flip it over, weld the other side, try and keep our welds even on both sides to eliminate any pulling of the new miner tip. We do have our weld runoff plates on, so when we weld that out, we'll start from the top or the bottom. We'll start our weld out here, run all the way through the joint and out into this other plate. We'll then flip it over and do the same on the other side so we're not causing any cold spots at the termination of our weld. The process will pretty much just be repeated until we completely fill up the joint. We will preheat the entire ripper, being that of its actual size, it will suck out heat very, very quickly. So we will need to put a substantial amount of heat into that and keep track of it throughout the job. So now that everything's tacked in place, it's ready to be welded out. Once the welding's all completed, we've then got another couple of jobs we need to do to it. Righto guys, so we've completed the welding on our ripper. Part of our welding procedure, we do have to give this thing a post heat, so we'll bring the whole ripper back up to temperature so nothing cools too rapidly. We'll then wrap it in blankets so it cools down evenly throughout to avoid any stress fractures or cracks. It's been wrapped up for the past 24 hours now. We've just unwrapped it. So first thing we've got to do, we've got to trace out some templates I've made on the end of the ripper here, cut all the excess material off to shape it, ready for the new ripper boot to go on. Love shapes. Take all that off. That'll be. Righto guys, so we finished all the shaping of the end of our new miner tip for our ripper shank. Had to cut all the excess material off, then grind it to size. So we've ground it now so it'll match up with our ripper boot pretty well perfectly. Now that that's done, we need to put the boot on, the shin guard on. We need to mark out the holes, drill the holes, and then do some countersinking for the retaining rings for the locking pins.
Good boy. Good boy. You good boy.
Thanks, done. No brake.
Where'd he go? Go get him. Go on. Okay.
You good?
Yep.
Copy. What am I saying?
Oh my god.
Right, let's go. Ready?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I didn't
Oh my god. Okay.
Right. How you going? So, pretty common here in Australia. Tend to break shit pretty good. It's... Wait. Fuck. Lost all that. This ripper shank is actually out of... fuck. Oh. No. No, don't look at me. It was actually broken in the last week. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Isn't it?
You keep going like you uptone.
Do I?
Yeah, hang on. You got to reword it.
So this is one of two that's broken in the last week. Righto guys, so we've got our...
Oh my god.
ripper shank on it and... Oh, fuck. So we...
Yep.
Didn't tell you what plate it was.
Okay, very good. Do you want to be leaning on it like that?
And lean somewhere else, I suppose. Bit of a dance. It's a big fuck around to try and set these up. Now that all the weld prepping's been done, we've put it all around the shank, so it's very hard to get an alignment from every sort of which. It's really hard to explain. So when we start the welding process of this plate, we're actually we'll have to keep track of the heat throughout the job. Keep track of heat throughout the job during. We're gonna have to keep it hot all fucking day, pretty much. Pick a suitable filler material for the weld joint, and you shouldn't have any dramas with that.
That was a random addition. Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh.
And then commence the welding. Righto guys, so we finished all the shaping of the end of our new ripper. Got to mark out some holes and some counters. Righto guys, so we finished all the so we finished all the shaping of the new tip.
Going well.
Oh, awesome. Righto guys, so we finished all the gooders. Fucking cunt. No, I'm just gonna do it again.
Oh. Jesus.
Fucking cocksucker. Fucking dog. Look at that fucking first bit.
Sophisticated template.
Fucking nothing better than some shapes. Fucking cunt. Get up. What? What are you doing? Come here. What are you doing?
You want mummy? Hey? You want mummy? Any more? Any more? It's all gone. It's all gone.